Hey friends, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Amber, so happy that you are here. So grab your normal props, whatever that means to you, a comfortable mat, maybe a blanket if you need a little extra knee comfort, and some blocks as well. And the blocks can help, especially if you have low back pain or SI joint pain. It can help stabilize you in a forward fold. And also, if your arms are a little bit shorter, like me, I kind of feel like I have T-Rex arms sometimes, it just really helps bring the floor up just a little bit higher. And that can be helpful in some shapes. So just experiment with them if you haven't before. I really like the use of props. They really help make my practice a little bit more accessible. And hopefully they will for you too if you need them. So please come to a standing position, and you can come to the front of your mat. I'm going to stand right here so you just so you can see me. So we're going to start in Tadasana, or mountain pose. So spreading out the toes as best as you can. Oh, it's very interesting. I never used to be able to spread my toes. Literally, my foot was like a 2x4 smacking on the ground. And when I started practicing yoga, my toes got more limber too. So if you can't spread your toes just yet, no worries, it will come. So pressing the toes into the ground, connecting to all corners of the foot, relaxing a little bit in the knees. And I'd like for you to just take a moment and pay attention to the placement of your toes in regards to your knees. And do your knees feel comfortable? I'm going to be quite honest with you. I feel a little bit better when my feet are somewhat turned out and a little bit wider. Not so much wider than my hips. Remember the pointy parts right here on your hips? That is what we're looking to when we say hip distance apart, not the outside of the hips. So just experiment with that if the knees feel a little locked or tight. And then see if you can take a deep breath in and let that come all the way up the back of the body, up the spine, to the crown of the head, finding length. And then holding that as you exhale completely. Let it go. You can sigh it out if you want, especially if you're by yourself. I encourage you to make whatever noises you need to. Let's do that again. Big breath in from the soles of the feet. Bring it all the way up the back of the spine to the crown of the head. Let it go. Feel that energy go down towards the soles of the feet and go into the earth just to recycle up some energy. Let's do it again. Big breath in. And let it go. Good. So just double check, making sure that there's not any tension in the knees and that you find length through the spine and your tailbone feels relaxed. So we're not rolling the tailbone forward and we're definitely not dropping it back because that's going to give a little bit of pressure on that low spine. So just a nice neutral pelvis. And I'm going to give you guys a tip here. And if you already know this, just hang out in Tadasana and breathe. So if you want to find your neutral spine, thumbs on the pointy parts of your hips and pointer fingers finding the top of your pubic bone. And then you can kind of see, really visualize where that neutral spine or that neutral pelvis might be as you can line those up. And then just relax your hands and the arms, finding lots of space between the neck and the shoulders. Your chin is parallel to the floor, and if you'd like, you may close your eyes for just a few moments and just doing a quick sweep of the body, making sure you're not holding any tension again in the knees, in the legs, and you feel nice and steady in your mountain pose. You're welcome to come back here anytime during our practice. This is a place of quiet. A place of contemplation, if you'd like it to be. A place of ease. And a place of strength. And maybe you can visualize yourself as a tall mountain. All the weathering that mountains have to kind of go through, and they're still there, still there. I think it's a beautiful comparison for all the things that we go through each and every day. And sometimes these things, we do them without realizing the stress that they put on our bodies and our minds, because we're so used to putting up with things. So as you're here with me in our practice today, I offer you the chance to let all that go and just be this strong person, this replication of a mountain that you are. And just be in peace for this next little while that we are together. And honor yourself for being here. Now, if you'd like, I'd like to ask to bring your hands up to your heart space, and you can do Anjali Mudra, palms together at heart, elbows out, or you can rest your hands over your heart space, whatever calls to you. And I invite you to set an intention for your class today. Maybe you intend to find more power today, more energy, or more grounding, patience, love, magic, whatever it is that you intend to do, what you intend to manifest through this practice. Because if we come to our practice, it's not just about the exercise, although that does feel good. If you're familiar with yoga at all, then you know that this is an all over 360-degree practice, not just for the body. And if you're new to yoga, just keep that in mind and experiment and explore and see what comes up. On your next exhale, gently dip chin to chest. Let the shoulders relax and enjoy this little stretch here at the back of the neck. Just happy to be here. Strong and resilient in our mountain pose. So let's very carefully and gently just start to look over to the right shoulder. Take a breath, inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to sweep the chin across to the left shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Go to the opposite side, back to the right shoulder. Inhale and exhale to the left. You got it. And then inhale back to center. Relax the arms by your side. Let's take a couple of shoulder lifts. So we're going to breathe deep. And we're going to pull the shoulders up. Now remember, we're not hunkering the neck down. We're not turtles here. We're lifting shoulders to ears. Big hug, big breath. Oh, and let it go on the exhale. You can round the shoulder back if you'd like. Breathe it up towards the ears. Lots of engagement here. You might even feel it all the way to your fingertips. And exhale, release. Good. One more time. Breathe it in and up. Ooh, and exhale. Yeah. Bringing the fingertips down by the side, finding the mountain pose, lifting through the crown of the head, chin parallel to the floor. Let's take a few breaths. Inhale, bring the hands to the sky. If it feels comfortable, let those palms kiss. If not, in the shoulders, then you can have the little beach ball or basketball length. We're going to turn the palms away and exhale, bring the hands down. So the key here, full exhale. Don't stop exhaling till fingertips touch the thighs. Turn the palms up. We begin to breathe. Inhale. Same thing. We're using the entire extension of the arms, lifting, 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 and pausing at the top of the breath. Turning the palms out. Again, exhaling, using the full exhale to just let the arms move slowly. So we're just waking up the shoulders very gently here. Big breath in, and we're connecting with the breath. Turn the palms out, as yoga means to yoke. It means to join. So we're joining our breath with the movement. And that's what really makes this yoga practice special, isn't it? The opportunity to just connect with yourself and really feel those muscles activating, feel them move and change as the arm changes positions, as it goes up. Maybe you start to feel back muscles moving. Let's just do a few more breaths here. Taking your time, maybe even feeling the air as it just gently floats between the fingers. So this time, as we come up, big breath in, we're going to exhale and let the arms come out almost as if you're in Warrior Two, and we're going to twist to our right. It's a gentle twist here. Inhale, hands are going to come back up. Nice straight line. And exhale, twist to your left. Widen the arms out from the shoulders. Inhale, back up we go. And exhale. Inhale, bring it up. Last time to our left. You got it. Inhale, bring those hands up to the sky. Go ahead and join the fingertips. Turn the palms up, reaching towards the sky. Let's take a little step, a little bit wider step here. Pull in the lower belly. Connect it to your belly button, or your belly button to the spine. Relax your shoulders, and we're going to kind of pull our elbows in towards our ears, and then go ahead and look up. Stretch through those arms, getting a nice deep stretch through the forearms. Take a big breath in, and when you're ready, we're just going to stretch, and we're going to connect the left heel of your hand, of the palm, to your left foot. So strong, pulling. Taking a deep breath in, exhale. Next time in, deep breath in, let's connect to the belly, slowly draw ourselves up, and we're going to exhale to the left this time, connecting the palm of the right hand to the sole of the right foot. And you might be asking, well, how do I do that? Well, you're just feeling the energy run down the arm, down the side body, down the leg, all the way to the foot. It's all connected. Big breath in, draw yourself back to center. Rotate those wrists and start to lower our hands down. Good. Go ahead and find a little bit of movement in your shoulders if that feels good. You can find a gentle twist from side to side. All right. So I'm going to take a step to the front of my mat. We can meet here. And when you're ready, let's take a big breath in, fingertips to the sky. Palms together, exhale, rain the fingertips down. And here's what I'm talking about with the low back. If you have low back issues, please use blocks or a book. You can even use a chair. And we're going to come to more of a flat back position. Now, for those that don't have issues at all with their back, then you can just let yourself kind of ragdoll down. If you are in a half back position, just let your head relax. And if you can let your head relax, you can relax through that neck a little bit. Take a couple of breaths here, connecting to your hamstring, so the back of the thighs, pressing into the big toes, and rotating the inner thighs in just a little bit more. And you'll kind of see your knees move towards each other just a little bit as you connect a little bit more to those hamstring muscles. Good. So let's take an inhale, find our flat back. Everybody meet in flat back. And exhale, go ahead and bring hands down to the mat. We're going to let our left foot come back. We're going to drop that left knee at first. Being mindful, we've got our ankle below our knee. And we want to make sure we're on a railroad track, not balance beams, as far as the back knee and the front foot. Let's take an inhale, breathe up, finding your crescent lunge, relaxing through the shoulders. And you may find you're in more of a 90-degree angle, or you may feel that it feels nice if you drop your hip down. That's completely up to you. Either way, we're good. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, twist to the right. So we're twisting over the bent leg. Breathe here. Right hand's going to come down to your leg. Left hand reaches up, and you might feel a deeper stretch through the front of the hips. Good. Exhale. Left hand's going to float down. Right hand's going to come up. We're going to find revolve twist. Lift up that back knee. Relax the upper shoulder here. You got it. Good. One more breath here. Big inhale. Exhale. We're going to frame the front foot. Inhale, bring that back foot up just a little bit and straighten out your front leg. And we're going to come into pyramid pose here. Now your back heel might be lifted. Mine is a little bit, or it might be on the ground. If you'd like, you can take your blocks. This is another option where you can use them. So we're going to press into the big toe. We're going to let our right hip drop back just a little bit, and we're going to press into that back heel. So what that's going to do is probably activate the outer part of the leg. So if you have a tight IT band, chances are you're probably going to feel it there, and that's okay. All right, we're going to bend into that front knee. Take a nice deep inhale, come into high lunge. There you go. Settle in. Remember, railroad tracks, not balance beam. Big breath in. We're going to twist again to the right. Same thing we did before. Got it. Big breath in, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, hands down. Walk that left foot forward. Find your forward fold. So from here, we're going to drop into the heels. We're going to let our booty drop down just a little bit, and we're going to hollow out that belly. So we're going to pull that low belly in to connect to protect that low back, and we're going to find our chair. So arms can be out in front. They can be up as well, whatever you'd like. So let's take a nice deep inhale here. As we exhale, press into the soles of the feet, connect to the glutes, connect to the thighs, and up we go. Inhale, back down. Exhale, strong legs, strong balance. Inhale, bring the hands up. Exhale, bring it down. Last time, inhale, drop it down, and on your exhale, find forward fold, whatever that means to you. Take a few breaths here. Good, relaxing the neck. We're going to bring the fingertips down to the ground, and this time, right foot is going to go back. Drop down to that knee. Get yourself centered here, and then inhale, finding your crescent lunge. And again, a 90-degree angle is good. If you want to drop those hips in a little bit more, that is yogi's choice. Big breath in. Exhale, twist to your left, arms reach out. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, right hand down, left hand stays up. Lift up that back knee. Turn those toes under. Find your revolve twist. Oh, I forgot the exalted warrior. That's okay. We move on. As you exhale, left hand's going to frame the left foot. Pop that right foot in just a little bit and find your pyramid pose using blocks if that feels good. Now this side is a lot tighter than my other side, so I'm going to definitely use my blocks here. Press into that big toe on the left foot. Release the left hip back. So your right hip's going to come forward too. And then press into that back heel, relaxing through the shoulders. You got it. All right, bending into that front knee. Let's find our high lunge. Big breath in, open heart. Another inhale. As we exhale, we'll twist to the left. Arms are outstretched. Good. Big breath in, fingertips to the sky. And exhale, float it down. Right foot comes to meet the left. And we find our chair once again. As we inhale, draw yourself up nice and slow. You've got this. Inhale or exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale, bring it up. Let's exhale down. And release into your forward fold. Good. So let's go ahead and bring fingertips down to the ground, and you can hop or step back into a plank pose, dropping the knees down if you'd like. So hollowing out that belly again, pulling that low belly in. So if you're on your knees, you can do this as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to draw right knee to right elbow and release. So inhale, left knee, left elbow. Exhale, release. We're just going to do 3 on each side. Come to your knees if you need to. Last one. You got it. Left side. Come to the knees. Toes together, knees wide apart, and find your child's pose. Widening through the back, through the shoulders as you breathe in. And softening as you release and let go. Take a few more breaths here. And you're going to turn your toes under. And then roll the head forward just a little bit. Get a nice little stretch through the back of the neck, being extremely careful. And then just go ahead and roll the head back onto the forehead. Bring the palms of the hands to the ground. Start to bring yourself up. Still, toes are still turned over, so you can go ahead and sit back on your heels. And while we're doing this, I'm going to go ahead and grab my blanket, because we're going to do a little bit of a shape or two using our knees. So I just want to make sure that I'm comfortable. So just a few more breaths here, sitting back on our feet, opening up the fascia at the base, at the sole of the foot. So good. I know I say this a lot, but if you don't do this at least 1 minute a day, or at least a couple times a week, and you're on your feet all day, especially if you wear high heels, any kind of shoe that has a raised heel where your foot's not flat, this is so good, and it can really help prevent plantar fasciitis. So just keep that in mind. All right, one more breath here. And let's drop the hands down. So we come into a tabletop position here. We're going to press into the palms of the hands. We're going to make our way into downward facing dog. Take your time. Relish the feeling in the movement. Again, we're looking for those little moments of exploration to kind of see what the muscles are doing, notice what the body's doing. I'm really getting a chance to feel it. So as we press into the palms of our hands and into the fingertips, see if you can send that power up through the arms and up through the spine, hugging the belly in. Let those hips reach the sky, and then check in on that line from the hips down to the heel. Nice big breath here. One more. Good. Relax that heel down on the left side. Take a nice deep inhale, right heel to the sky. Exhale, draw that heel forward. Good. We're going to find our high lunge again. Bring it up. Exhale, hands to the ground. Pop that back foot in just a little bit. We're going to find that pyramid pose again just for a second here. Take a breath. Maybe you can sink down a little bit farther this time. All right, go ahead and bring that right knee forward. Drop the left knee behind you. Go ahead and relax the back toes. We're going to take an inhale, fingertips to the sky. Bring those palms together. Take a little twist to your right. So you can stay here or you can come on into your prayer twist. And yogi's choice, you can bring up that back knee as well if that feels good to you. We want to lengthen through the spine. Lift, lift, lift. So if you have low back issues, this might be where you are today. Please listen to your body. Good. So we're going to take a big breath in. We're going to move our chest forward. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. And as we exhale, hands are going to float down. Drop that back knee. Kind of popped off my thing there. And we're going to move or join the left hand with the left ankle. Get a little stretch through the front quad so you can kind of pull or kind of tuck your pelvis forward just a little bit or tuck your tailbone under. And you can kind of feel a little bit more of that muscle activate. And if you have your balance, you can lift up the right arm. Totally optional. Good. Go ahead and bring the right arm down. Left foot is going to come down. And you're going to stretch out through our front leg. So we're going to lean that back heel, or back, you're going to lean your hips back. My goodness. Lean the hips back, coming into this runner's lunge. This is another great place to use your blocks. And if you find that, you know, your knee, like you can't come back all the way because of tight hamstrings, that's totally fine. Take an inhale, lift through the spine, and just gently lean forward a little bit, and that'll help get into the hamstrings. And then let's roll that forward. Hands on the inside of the foot, and we're just going to walk that foot out just for a moment here and come into lizard just for 3 breaths. You can lift up the back leg if you'd like, or you can stay on your knee. Just a couple of breaths. You can find a little bit of movement here if you like. And then we're going to take that right leg and we're going to bring it back into our plank once again. Hugging low belly to spine, hugging those ribs in. And we're wide through the shoulders. We've got lots of power coming from the palms of the hands. And let's go ahead and once again take a nice deep inhale. Right knee, right elbow. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, exhale, left leg, right leg. Keep it going. One more set. Remember, you can do these on your knees. Good. Drop to the knees. Big toes together. Open the knees and relax. Forehead down. Finding your child's pose. And really just let yourself go. Maybe coming back to the intention that you set earlier in today's class. Or maybe just coming back to the sound of the breath. Take 2 more breaths here. And when you're ready, palms to the mat, drawing yourself up and forward, turn the toes under, find your downward facing dog. And again, take this moment, invite in some exploration. You can walk your dog, bending the knees, sending the heels to the floor, or you can simply come to stillness. And just feel the energy flow through the shape. And then relaxing right heel down. Let's take an inhale, left heel high. And exhale, left heel comes forward. You can drop down that back knee if you'd like, or you can keep that leg up. We're going to take a nice deep inhale. Bringing those palms together. Exhale into a twist. To the left this time. And if you're feeling it, drop that right elbow down, finding your prayer pose here on the left, lifting up that back knee if that feels right to you. Lengthening through the spine. Take a nice deep inhale, rotate the chest forward, fingertips to the sky. And exhale, hands to the ground. Right foot comes in just a little bit. Drop that booty back as you extend through the left leg, finding your pyramid pose. Once again, using blocks or not, it's up to you. Good. Go ahead and bring that knee forward. Drop your right knee down if it's up. And if you'd like, go ahead and reach back, grabbing the ankle of the right foot. And if grabbing the ankle isn't your thing, you can go ahead and you can sit back, maybe, get a little stretch here. It won't be as powerful as this, but I understand that sometimes you have knee issues and this isn't necessarily available to all. You could also dip down a little bit more in the front body. So go ahead and release that right foot. Let's take another deep inhale here. And we're going to exhale the hands down on the inside of the left foot. Oh, actually, let's do that runner's lunge. Go ahead and relax the hips back. There we go. You can point and flex the toes. Again, using a block here can be helpful. And then go ahead and walk forward. Left foot's going to walk to the left side. Palms are going to come onto the ground. Turn that back toe under. Lift up that back knee. And here we are in lizard pose. We're going to take 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. So you can drop that right knee down if you need to, but we're going to bring left foot back and we're going to find our plank. One last time, we're going to do knee to elbow. So once you get yourself set up, go right ahead. Right knee to right elbow. Inhale and exhale, release. Left elbow, left knee. 2 more sets. Last set. Got it. Knees down, toes together, knees a little wide. Last child's pose today. Maybe this time you rest your forehead on your hands, or maybe the shoulders are a little tired and you bring your fingertips to your toes so your shoulders can just relax. Two more breaths, softening the body, the jaw included. And then as you're ready, you're going to start to lift yourself up, bringing your forearms to the ground, kind of right out in front of you, fingertips out towards the front of the mat, and just relax the legs back behind you. And if you're lucky, maybe you've got a little blanket here to soften the hips a little bit. So we're coming into our Sphinx pose. So relax the toes out behind you. Shoulders are relaxed down. Taking a few breaths here. Good. So we're going to work a little bit with the back muscles here. Since we work the core some, relaxing your hands out in front of you, we're going to find the Superman pose, superhero pose. So we're going to press our pubic bone into the ground. We're going to connect to those glute muscles. So really hug your butt muscles in. And so instead of using our back muscles, we use our glutes. And then as we connect the glutes, we lift the arms up. So we're drawing all those little muscles down the spine, pulling them towards the spine, activating them as the elbows draw towards the waist. Good. Exhale, release, fingertips reach back out. Let yourself down, relax the glutes. Let's do it again. Gently press pubic bone down, connect to those glutes. Take a nice deep inhale. Hugging elbows towards the waist, hugging all those muscles in the back. And exhale, release it down nice and slow, getting that muscle memory to form. Let's try it again. Glutes, hugging all those back muscles. And exhale, release. So bring the palms of the hands to the ground and put one on top of the other so you can rest your forehead on top. So we're just going to work the legs and the glutes here. So again, we're going to connect to the glutes. We're going to take an inhale. We're going to lift our right leg up. And exhale, release it down. Left leg up, same thing, connecting to the glutes. We don't want to make a mistake by connecting to the low back. Glutes lift, big inhale, and relax. And you can definitely tell the difference if you don't fire up your glutes and you lift. I can certainly feel it go right into my low back if I don't connect the glutes. So just be careful with that. Keep it going one at a time. All right, wherever you are, do one more set. We started on the right. Let's end on the left. Good. Lift up the forehead. We're going to bring the hands out as if we are in baby cobra here. So palms right beside the chest. Hug those elbows in. And we're going to lift the front body and lift the legs. Connect to those glutes. Take a nice deep inhale and lift. So we're not really using our hands here to push us up. We're just using it for support. And relax down. Inhale, draw it up. And relax down. You got one more. Inhale, lift. Ooh, and lower. Good. Press into the palms, lift yourself up. And we're going to go ahead and flip onto our backs. So resting down, you can draw those knees into the chest, find a gentle rock from side to side. Take a couple of nice deep breaths here. And let's play around with happy baby for a few moments. So bringing the soles of the feet up to the ceiling, wrapping the hands around the outside of the feet. And I love this too because I can give my soles of my feet a little squish too, a little massage here, sneak one in. So as we're in happy baby, see if you can get your knees out as far as they will go. Really rest your thighs on top of your belly. And let's stretch our right leg out. And you may even want to move your hands so your fingertips are at the base of your toes and your toes are cupped by the palm of your hand. See how that feels. We're just getting a nice little stretch through the calf. And then let's try the other leg. So lifting it up. Noticing if one feels a little different than the other. Relax through the shoulders. Good. Relax that knee back down. So bring those knees back together here. And then relax the left leg down. We're going to come into a spinal twist here. Now, if you have low back issues again, you're going to want some support here. So grab a pillow or a block, and I'm going to place it right here on my left side. I'm going to bring my sole of the foot back to the ground, and I'm going to kind of lift and scoot my hip over to the right. And I'm going to scoot my right leg down onto my block. Now bear in mind, you may not have your right shoulder touching the ground, and that's totally fine. But if it feels uncomfortable and you feel like your arm's just kind of floating around out there, you can always put a blanket or a block underneath that shoulder, just to give it a little extra support. So finding your breath here. We're going to rest here for about a minute. So as you breathe, just soften through the body. Search around, noticing if there's any places that need a little extra help relaxing. Send the breath there. Nice calming breath. few more breaths. And as you're ready, connect to your belly. And we're going to roll ourselves back to center. I'm going to switch my prop to the opposite side. Bring my body back to the center of the mat and draw my knees in. So as you draw your knees in, let's take the palms of the hands, relax them onto the knees with our fingertips pointing towards our toes. And we're going to take an inhale and exhale, draw those knees in. Inhale, pull the knees away. Exhale, draw the knees in. One more time. Inhale, pulling the knees away. And then exhale, draw those knees in. This time, release the right leg all the way out. Lifting up your hip on the bottom, the right hip, shifting it to the left of the mat. And then moving into your twist. Whatever feels good in your body. Please be mindful of any low back pain. And then find those parts of the body that might be holding on. For me, it's usually the lower leg. I like to keep tension there for some reason. Just allowing yourself to let go. Softening into the twist. Take a few more breaths. Connect to the belly. Roll yourself back to center. Draw those knees in, and maybe this time you draw the forehead up towards the knees. Give your calves and shins a little hug. Rock from side to side like a little egg. You can even roll forward and back a little bit. If you're on carpet, that might feel really good. Not so much if you're on a wooden floor. And then relax the head back. Relax one leg at a time. Good. If you want, I invite you to take a huge full-bodied stretch if that feels good to you. Hugging in all the muscles to the bones, spreading the toes, rotating maybe through the ankles, and then exhaling, drawing the hands down by your side, or maybe today you rest them on your belly. Let your knees and your toes just relax and roll to the side. Let your shoulders relax down. Bring your attention to your face, softening that space between the eyes, relaxing the cheeks and the jaw. Coming back to the nuances in the body and notice how you feel. Notice the parts of the body that feel the happiest. And acknowledge the points that may feel a little, hopefully not angry, but you notice that they have been moved and worked. And just be grateful. Or try to find a little gratefulness or a lot as we wrap up our practice today. Acknowledging that you stepped onto your mat to do the work. If you wish to stay here a little while longer, please do. Stay here as long as you can. If you need to get on with your day, you can start to deepen the breath and begin to invite in a little bit of movement. And eventually make your way into a seated position. Letting your hands find your heart space. As we dip our chin towards the fingertips in honor of our practice together today. I am so grateful for you coming to practice yoga with me. Thank you so very much. And I hope that your day is full of happiness and new adventures. Namaste.